Alright, it's July 9th, 11:13. Just for another update, I'm getting kicked out of the town of East Hartford. This has something to do with Connecticut from the get go. And they locked me up involuntarily in a psychiatric ward so they could push these red flag laws or extreme risk protection orders. It's not right. They violated my civil rights. And I'm just choosing to walk out of town. That's why I destroyed from like I told you in the original video of Think Foyo Self. Think FOYO Self. If you were to type that in YouTube now, that'd be my original 5 videos before all this got really crazy. And so they locked me up involuntarily as I was spray painting my house, saying that think for yourself, question authority. All right, because I was getting harassed by the town of East Hartford. They violated my civil rights, entered my house without my permission. They decided to keep contacting family members rather than me. They say, oh, we reached out. That simply isn't the case. They're violating my civil rights, and I'm choosing still to walk away, but I'm going to tell my story of how I've been manipulated and how I'm not crazy and being made out to be crazy. I'm This address is 30 Murray Street, East Hartford, Connecticut. I live next to a guy who's been harassing me, Alan Olenberry, and another guy called Sean Purdy to the right of me, who works for one of these competing companies, which I previously stated in the other video. Everyone has something to gain in this, and I'm being weeded out here, but I'm going out in style, and that's why I originally said I wanted to destroy this house, because people are harassing me in this neighborhood, and I had to take a $200,000 hit just to walk away from here with my peace of mind. It's not about money, it's about your peace of mind in this world. And I've been manipulated, and the only way to do, I can do go, the only thing to do now, I believe, is just move. Move out of Connecticut, because I have family in Connecticut, and this involves my family now. And they're choosing not, I believe, not to be 100% honest with me because they know what I'm talking about. And it's sad to say that. And, the town of Connecticut has also pretty much pushed me away from my family because they've involved my family in this whole matter. And it's not right. And there's no way. I don't have the financial backing to try and pursue this matter. And that's why it makes sense just to walk away right now. They're pushing me out of town for many reasons. All right. Jason Rojas from East Hartford is one of the guys who's been trying to push me out. They're trying to build up East Hartford. Now's not a time to destroy a house. I realize that. But I've been pushed out. And the only way I could take back my hard work before they try to entrap me in something and keep harassing me. Keep harassing me saying for wellness checks. They just chalk it up to a wellness check. Oh, we're here for you. I didn't do anything, and I kept continuing to do the right thing up until the point where they drove. All a person can do is bang their head against a wall, and that's what I did because no one's believing me. It's not right. And people are trying to set me up for a lot of things, and that's why it's good just to leave town right now. But for the record, uh, this is something that a lot of employers, my Hanwha Aerospace is heavily involved with this matter because they're involved with the Department of Defense. And like I previously stated, they have a location just a few miles away from where I live right now. I live in East Hartford, Connecticut, where Pratt and Whitney will be getting weeded out within the next 3 to 5 years as they progress East Hartford and try and try and build it up to where they want it to be. I realize that, but I'm getting pushed out of town. I got the money to pay my mortgage right now. That's never been an issue. And I'm getting pushed out of town. And Hanwha Aerospace is going to be taken over for Pratt & Whitney in East Hartford. They're getting weeded out. They're going to be trying to get in Hanwha Aerospace, a South Korean company, which I've come to find out, they spy on you quite a bit. They've been creating a lot of stuff at my work environment to weed me out because I give people a piece of my mind and I'm a Trump supporter amongst a whole bunch of people here who, who are Democrats. And unfortunately, a lot of these people, like I previously stated, in my family are strong female Democrats. And they're working against me. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm just trying to take this one step at a time while voicing my concerns that I'm getting weeded out as a Republican white man in a town that's trying to create a Latin environment. I got nothing wrong with Latins, anything like that. Latins, Dominicans, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. To each his own. And like I've said from the beginning, and I hope people judge me by them. Judge people by the way they treat you, not by what's said about them. Because it's not right. Too many people are. This is why I've been pushed out of town. Too many people are believing rumors and bullshit instead of judging a man by who he is. And that's why I've been so inclined to create these videos. And for the record, like I've done before this became such an even bigger issue, because this isn't right. The state of I got stuck in a psychiatric facility that they brought lawyers into. Okay, there was a guy who told me his name, Edward Spinella, from Enfield, Connecticut. With another Enfield connection here. And his dad, Paul Spinella, who's a big time lawyer for the state of Connecticut, especially Hartford, Connecticut. And this is all getting overwhelming. They infiltrated the psychiatric ward. Paul Spinella, Edward Spinella, to get insider knowledge to where my mind is while they're manipulating my mind in a place where they lock you up. They don't need to. When it's involuntary, when you're brought in by the police, which after you're getting harassed by the police, they bring you in for complaining involuntarily, and then the state can say whatever they want. They kept me for almost a month. My family didn't come to see me. No one came to see me. They wouldn't let me see a lawyer. I called the state police many times. They just made me out to be crazy. On record, because the only way I felt to create a record of this is to call the state police on a recorded line. They violated my civil rights, and they're making me out to be crazy. And it's not right. But I'm going to keep making these videos and calling on Donald Trump. Donald Trump, if you see this, I'm questioning you right now. I reached out before, and I apologize for the mistake saying wearing a shirt that said "grab him by the pussy," because I thought it was a funny statement of free speech, and I still think it is, especially if you draw a cap underneath it, so it's a little bit more acceptable. It's not just grab a woman by their pussy. All right. But either way, I hate to rehash a subject like that. But people are getting harassed. I'm getting harassed by Democrats in this state, pushing me out because I'm a Trump supporter. And they've been trying to make it out like I'm not a Trump supporter or something like that, or I'm somewhere in between. I didn't vote this past time because I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. And now I'm still calling on Donald Trump. I don't care if they prosecute me. I don't care if I realize by me doing this, people might even investigate me. I don't give a shit. I'm just trying to give my testimony of what's going on to me in the United States of America, land of the free, yet to be determined. I think a lot has to be determined right now, because right now I'm not getting treated freely. I'm not getting treated freely, but I'm still trying to be a supporter. But I'm calling on Donald Trump because I'm getting persecuted by uh, by the state of Connecticut. I'm hoping it's just the state of Connecticut, so I can get it. That's the main reason I'm getting the fuck out of town right now, is because people are pushing me out of town and they're making me out to be crazy. And I destroyed this house because I'm getting harassed by the state of Connecticut. It's not crazy, and I'm just walking away, trying to walk away with my peace of mind without a criminal record. I've never been to prison. I never trying to go to prison. I enjoy being a free man. But they're trying to make a free man crazy right now. They're trying to make a free man crazy. And I'm hoping it has nothing to do with you, Donald Trump, because you're making it, because it was made, you're going after the domestic terrorists. Just know I'm not a domestic terrorist. I'm a free American who's never tried to hurt or harm anyone, who's actually has a record of walking away from fights. Just like I'm about to do, walk away from this fight for the record. But I'm letting my case known. If you want to work with me, that's perfectly fine. If not, no big deal. I'm just trying to live. I'm just trying to live. And that's why I'm going to get the hell away from the East Coast right now, because I've been getting harassed, like it's been getting stated since early May. And this is my testimonial and my record of it. I originally reached out to Donald Trump, still reaching out to Donald Trump, or someone in the government. I'm really thinking about filing a civil rights claim. But how does that look once again when they got you by the balls saying you're crazy, and they in the state of Connecticut documents against you know against your will, um, and they broke in my civil rights. I'm not a crazy person, and and I'm a persecuted person, and I've recently become a believer because of all this stuff. And like I told you before, that I've recently become a religious person just reading certain Bible verses, and one that stands out to me that I feel like happened to me right now is people are making me out to be crazy. People are making me out to say I did this or that thing. That simply isn't the case. But you know, there's a Bible verse that sticks out in my mind uh, in Psalms. And this is also new to me. I just remember the Bible verse, and it says, "You can rebuke a man with sin, and like a moth, you consume what is dear to him." And that's coming very true. And that's what, people can persecute me all they want. But like a moth, they've consumed this house and the things that have been dear to me, my family, my house. They tried to poison me. All right. It sounds crazy, but this is real live action happening right now. And there's nothing I can do because it sounds so crazy and I want to keep my peace of mind than to just walk away from this situation. Um, and it sucks, but I'm just trying to do the best job I can do. Um, but anyways, that's my little something for today once again. Reaching out to someone for a little bit of help because I'm getting persecuted, made out to be crazy by the state of Connecticut, and I'm getting harassed. It's not right. Anyways, thank you for listening.